What if the hero you knew became the world's greatest threat? We all know the story of Naruto Uzumaki, the child of prophecy who brought peace to the shinobi world. But in another reality, a single choice twisted his destiny, plunging the world into a darkness from which it might never recover. This is the story of a hero's fall and the rise of an unlikely savior. Imagine a familiar scene, Naruto standing before the nine-tailed beasts. But this time, there's no talk of friendship, no plea for cooperation. Instead, a chilling ambition burns in his eyes. He doesn't ask for their power, he takes it. One by one, the Biju are forcibly absorbed, their roars of agony echoing as their chakra is ripped away and drawn into Naruto's body. His familiar blue eyes flash, then settle into a terrifying, glowing crimson and gold. The air crackles, heavy with stolen power. The Naruto they knew is gone. In his place stands the Ten-Tails Overlord. An oppressive, dark chakra erupts from him, a maelstrom of malice that stains the very sky, turning the bright day into an unnatural twilight. The ground trembles beneath his feet as the raw, untamed power of the Jubi coalesces around a single, corrupted will. This isn't the Sage of Six Paths. This is his shadow, a being of unimaginable power with a heart consumed by a hunger for absolute control. The world has a new god, and it is a wrathful one. Back in Konoha, an unsettling tremor runs through the village. Shinobi on patrol look to the darkened sky in confusion. At the Hokage's office, the air grows cold. Kakashi's single eye widens, a sudden, dreadful premonition gripping him. He feels Naruto's chakra, but it's warped, monstrous. It's a feeling of pure dread he hasn't felt since the Fourth Great Ninja War. Sakura. "Side with me now," he commands, his voice tight with urgency. They don't know what they'll find, but they know it's something terrible. Team 7 rushes out, racing towards the source of the malevolent energy. They find him standing atop the Hokage monument, a dark silhouette against the black sky. This is Naruto, but his voice is a distorted echo, booming with the power of 10 beasts. The endless cycle of hatred, of war, of pain, ... I will erase it all, he declares. There will be no more nations, no more villages. Only my will, the world will know true peace. The peace of total subjugation. To punctuate his decree, he raises a hand. A colossal sphere of dark energy forms, and with a flick of his wrist, he obliterates a distant mountain range. The explosion sends shockwaves that rattle every village on the continent. Fear, cold and absolute, begins to spread. Just as despair takes hold, a figure lands silently between the fallen hero and his village. The unmistakable silhouette of Sasuke Uchiha. Naruto ... What have you done? Sasuke asks, his voice low, his Sharingan already spinning. Naruto simply smirks. "Sasuke, I always knew you'd be the first to stand in my way." The battle that follows is not one of rivals, it is an execution. Every one of Sasuke's masterful techniques, his Chidori, his Amaterasu is swatted away with contemptuous ease. Naruto moves with blinding speed, his power overwhelming. Sasuke is thrown back, battered and broken, his perfect Susanoo cracking like glass before a single, devastating blow. The gap between them is no longer a river, it is an ocean. Witnessing this, the world's leaders refuse to stand by. The 5 Kage assemble, a desperate alliance against their former ally. Gaara, his face a mask of sorrow, steps forward. "Naruto, this isn't you. Remember our bond, remember who you are." He pleads, sand swirling defensively around him. But his words are like pebbles thrown against a tidal wave. Naruto doesn't even flinch. "Bonds are chains," he sneers, "and I have broken mine." The pleas of his oldest friend, the one he saved from a similar darkness, mean nothing to the being he has become. The last glimmer of hope for a peaceful resolution is extinguished. With a deafening roar that is a chorus of 9 tormented beasts, Naruto unleashes his full power. His body erupts into a monstrous chakra avatar, a grotesque fusion of all the tailed beasts, towering over the landscape. It's a living nightmare, a god of destruction given form. He unleashes a volley of tailed beast bombs, not aimed at armies, but at cities. Villages are vaporized in an instant. The earth cracks and splits apart as shockwaves of pure, destructive energy spread across the globe, leveling everything in their path. The world is on the brink of annihilation, brought there by its own savior. As chaos reigns, a battered Sasuke pushes himself to his feet. He looks at the destruction, at the monster that was once his friend, and a new resolve hardens his features. A surge of power awakens within him. In his left eye, a new pattern manifests in his Rinnegan, a power born from desperation and a will to protect what remains. He turns to the surviving shinobi Kakashi, Sakura, a determined Rock Lee, a grim Shikamaru, and a tearful but resolute Hinata. "This is our last chance," Sasuke declares, his voice ringing with authority. "We stop him here, or there will be nothing left to save." Together, they charge towards the cataclysm. The final battle is a storm of fire and shadow, a clash that tears reality itself. It all comes down to two figures, Sasuke wielding his newfound power against the unholy might of the Ten-Tails Jinchuriki. It's a desperate, brutal fight. Sasuke is outmatched in raw power, but he fights with a precision and a purpose that Naruto has lost. He pushes himself beyond every limit, knowing that failure is not an option. In a final, desperate gambit, he uses a forbidden sealing jutsu, a technique that will cost him dearly, channeling all his remaining chakra and the hopes of the world into one last strike. He strikes true. The colossal chakra beast shrieks as it's pulled into the seal. Naruto, suspended at its core, is enveloped by a blinding light. The malevolent red and gold in his eyes fade, replaced for a fleeting moment by his old, familiar blue. As the power is ripped from him, clarity returns. He sees the devastation, the ruin he has caused. He sees Sasuke, his best friend, sacrificing everything to stop him. And in that final moment, as the seal closes forever, a single tear traces a path down Naruto Uzumaki's cheek. The monster is gone, and the boy is left with the crushing weight of his sins. Naruto is sealed within a newly erected sacred temple, a silent monument to a fallen hero, forever contained. The world is saved, but scarred, and the one who saved it, Sasuke Uchiha. The Avenger, the outcast, became the silent protector, the shadow Hokage the world now needed. He walks a lonely path, forever carrying the burden of his friend's fall and his own sacrifice. In this world, the hero became the threat, and the one once deemed an enemy became its final, tragic savior. Thank you for watching this alternate tale. It's a reminder that even the brightest light can cast the darkest shadow. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more what-if scenarios from your favorite worlds. Until next time.